A tense hush fell over the bar as Drew Quartermain and Cody Bell's argument escalated. Cody, too far gone with drink, blurted out a secret that had been tightly guarded, a secret explosive enough to tear apart lives in Port Charles. Drew was supposedly carrying on an affair with Nina Reeves, who happened to be married to his nephew's wife, Willow Corinthos. The words seemed to hang in the air, cutting through the crowd's murmur like a blade. Cody's revelation spread rapidly, igniting the gossip grapevine of the town. Nina, upon hearing this, could hardly bear the thought that her actions were out in the open, yet she felt an urgent need to see Willow and break the news herself. Nina reached Willow in a state of panic, spilling her confession before Willow had the chance to process it. Willow, already wrestling with her own set of insecurities and relationship troubles, felt her world tilting. She recalled the times her mother had guided her, giving her wisdom meant to shield her heart, to help her make sense of her life. Now, that guidance felt poisoned. How could Nina, her own mother, withhold such a vital truth? It was as if a fragile thread of trust had snapped, leaving Willow reeling in disbelief. Willow's mind raced, trying to piece together her relationship with her mother, which suddenly seemed as complex and fraught as her marriage. As the weight of Nina's revelation sank in, Willow felt the urgency to tell Michael herself. If her marriage was going to weather this storm, Michael needed to hear the truth from her, and her alone. She feared his reaction, but knew she couldn't let anyone else control the narrative. When she found Michael, she realized she was too late. Drew had already laid everything bare. Michael left without a word, a mixture of anger and betrayal etched into his face. He had given her no chance to explain herself. And Willow stood frozen, watching him walk away, feeling the chasm of silence grow between them. Now, alone in the hallway, Willow grappled with the new reality, a crumbling marriage, lingering questions about her mother's attentions, and the dizzying knowledge of Michael's possible resentment. As she paced back and forth searching for answers, the person who stepped in to console her was none other than Michael's uncle, the man she'd had complex feelings for, further deepening the fracture between her and Michael. Michael, if he saw this, would be outraged. Yet there was something grounding in his uncle's words, something that gave her a sense of control in an otherwise chaotic world. And this, perhaps, was what drew her back again and again, complicating her heart even more. While Willow tried to navigate her own emotional turmoil, Nina's own relationship with her mother became another source of discomfort and rage. Nina had fallen for Drew, and in doing so had unwittingly complicated everything. She thought back to the times she'd advised Willow on love and family, times she'd encouraged her daughter to give others the benefit of the doubt. But was Nina herself following that advice? Was she living up to the standards she'd set for her daughter? As the weight of her own decisions bore down on her, she found herself in a moral quandary. Could she justify her anger with her mother? And, more importantly, could she expect Willow to forgive her? Michael, wounded and betrayed, was not sure he could let go of his resentment. The situation had woven together both personal betrayal and tangled family dynamics in a way he hadn't anticipated. Even if he felt he could forgive Willow, Drew's presence in the mix stirred up lingering doubts. Could he truly move forward if Willow's mind was preoccupied with her mother's choices? And more importantly, could their marriage survive the shadow cast by Nina and Drew's secret? In quieter moments, Willow reflected on her interactions with Drew and wondered if her mother had indeed been acting out of self-interest. Drew's words of encouragement, his insistence that she give her mother another chance, now felt hollow, tainted by his affair with Nina. Every piece of advice, every whispered reassurance, seemed stained with lies, leading Willow to question if anything had ever been genuine. The conflict within her deepened, fueling her fears that addressing Nina and Drew's relationship could be the very thing to unravel her own. In the end, Willow felt trapped between her loyalty to Michael and her complicated feelings for her mother, unsure if she could ever fully trust again. Drew's behavior, first encouraging her relationship with Nina, all while hiding his own romantic entanglement, felt almost manipulative. The layers of deception unraveled like a loose thread, each one unraveling further secrets. Would confronting Nina and Drew bring her closure, or would it shatter the life she was desperately trying to rebuild with Michael? The answer, Willow feared, would change everything.